Welcome, one and all, to my review for tonight's episode of NXT, because the future is now. Tonight's episode was the September 9th edition of NXT and featured several first-round matches for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament. And, once again, what can I say? This has been another solid edition of NXT. You know, what's there not to like about NXT? Every week, it continues to be just one of the best shows out there to watch for professional wrestling. And it's just simple, easy, and fun to watch. So I recommend it to anyone and everyone out there. So with that out of the way, let's get started. So we have the opening video kick us off. And then we have our first matchup of the evening. We have Carmella, the Queen of Staten Island, taking on Peyton Royce. This, for what it was an alright match. I thought Carmella looked pretty good. You know, she was eventually able to get the win. And during the match, I like when she did the little moonwalk bit. So that was good to see. And she's definitely improved in the ring. Definitely over time. So it's good to see that happen. And she was able to, hit the crossface and eventually get the submission win and defeat Peyton Royce. And after this, we had a backstage segment between Samoa Joe and Finn Balor. And basically, Joe said to Balor, "Are you ready to go take on the Lucha Dragons tonight in the main event?" And Balor's like, Of course I'll be ready, but I can't forget my NXT championship." And then they showed highlights of other first-round matches that took place at NXT live events around the country. Enzo and Big Cass beat Sawyer Fulton and Angelo Dawkins, and Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder beat Ellis Sampson and Tucker Knight. And then we had our second match of the evening. I really enjoyed this match. We had the debut of Thomas Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Sorry if I mispronounced that. I'll get better at it over time. Defeating the team of Bull Dempsey, Bullfit, I love saying that, and Prince Pretty Tyler Breeze. Ciampa and Gargano, they got a really nice reaction. Apparently they're from the, if I'm not mistaken, the Evolve promotion. Apparently there's some type of deal going on between them, rumored to be going on between them and NXT. So I don't know a lot about these guys, but I really liked what I saw, or what I was able to see them do in the ring. I thought they put on a pretty good match between them and Breeze and Dempsey. Dempsey and Breeze actually worked pretty well together, and I liked one part during the match. It was when I think it was Ciampa, when he came into the ring and then he just ran up against Dempsey, and Dempsey he no-sold that, and Ciampa just fell back. And another part of this match that I liked was when Gargano, he knocked Breeze off the apron, and Bull was in the ring. He tried to go for the tag. There was no one for him to make the tag to, and Dempsey's able to hit the bionic elbow, but Breeze is trying to get back up onto the ropes, but Dempsey knocks him off, and allows for Gargano to hit the sunset flip, and Ciampa is able to come in with the jackknife roll-up and pins Dempsey. So it was a fun tag match. I really enjoyed it. And then after the match, Breeze gave a little beatdown to Bull Dempsey. So might we be seeing them feuding for the upcoming NXT pay-per-view? NXT TakeOver special, in October? We will have to see, but overall, fun, solid match. We had a backstage promo with the Lucha Dragons, and that was great to see because, God forbid on the main roster, I don't think they've had one promo segment, so that's a fucking joke. Excuse my language, but come on. They can't have one promo on the main roster to establish what type of characters they have, so no wonder why they might have a difficulty in getting over with the crowd. Vince, but on NXT, they explain why they're in the tournament. They're fighting for, the legacy and memory of Dusty Rhodes and how it would be such an honor to win. Short, sweet, to the point, and I liked it. And then we had Dana Brooke taking on... before this, we had Dana Brooke cut a promo in the back stating that she's beaten Bayley multiple times, and it made her sick pretty much seeing Bayley win that NXT Women's Championship, and she wants a crack at the title. So might we be seeing a Dana Brooke Bayley feud in the near future? We'll have to see. Bayley makes a return next week on NXT. So Dana Brooke versus Billie Kay. It was a good match. I liked these two working together. Dana, really power-based wrestler. But Brooke was able to eventually try and mount a comeback towards the end of the match. But Dana was eventually able to pick up the win with the Fireman's Carry Drive. And that was nice to see. And, once again, I love watching the women wrestle. They're attractive, but they're also great athletes. And there's stories, and they do everything right on NXT that I hope they would do on the main roster. But we'll have to see where the Divas Revolution goes. But this was a good match, and I'm interested to see what happens when Bayley returns next week on NXT. And then we had a backstage promo interview with Apollo Crews, and he said the Apollo Nation is ready to take over NXT, and I see big things from this guy, and I would like to see him become WWE Champion. I think he has what it takes to become, I believe, the second only African-American WWE Champion, because Booker T was only World Heavyweight Champion, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to think who else. Because The Rock was WWE Champion. If anybody in the comments section could tell me down below, I would appreciate it. But if he could, I believe he would only be the second African-American WWE Champion. So that would be great to see. Then we had our main event of the evening. This is a really good match. We had Samoa Joe and Finn Balor teaming up to take on the Lucha Dragons. Really good match. I knew going into this that these guys were going to put on a very good match. The only thing that bothered me was the crowd kind of sucked. It was taped in Providence, Rhode Island, where they were for SmackDown that week. So that kind of bothered me throughout the match. But it was just a really fun, high-paced match. Good tags back and forth. Balor and Joe really worked well with each other. A lot of good spots in this match. With the Lucha Dragons, they're flying all over through the ring. Eventually, towards the end of the match, Sin Cara tries to get Joe, go at Joe, but Joe eventually tries to hit him with the Muscle Buster, but he slips out. And then Kalisto tags himself in, tries to go for the Hurricane Rana. Eventually, Joe is able to hit the Muscle Buster, and then Balor goes up to the top rope to get the coup de grace. And your winners are Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, who will be advancing to the second round of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament. So overall, another fun, solid edition of NXT. I'm giving it a B+. I enjoyed it, just like I enjoy NXT every single week, because, as they say, the future has never looked so good. So, yeah, I'm giving this episode a B+. And these are my thoughts and opinions on NXT. And before I go, if you like what you saw, please click that like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you to each and everyone that watches this video and the rest of my videos. Couldn't do it without yins, guys. And would also like to give shout-outs. Check out the Lexman's channel. Check out Generic Luchador's channel. Also, I'm part of the Gamer Gang channel, we will be uploading 2 new podcast videos, one on Minecraft and another one on Halo 5, so please check that out. Next time you'll see me will be probably from my Raw review coming up on Monday. So with that, I am out. Everybody have a great weekend, and peace.